Well, hello. It's Tuesday, April 7th, and wanted to bring you a quick update. This is still Holy Week, and we plan on celebrating as well as we can, given the circumstances, because this Sunday is Easter Sunday, and that is in celebration of the most important event in all of human history, the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead. Holy Week is still so important, and that message is never more important than at times like these. So we want to invite you to, we're going to try and celebrate in the ways that we can, given some of the circumstances. I want to invite you to join us for our Maundy Thursday service. This Thursday at 7 p.m. we'll be doing a live streaming service. We traditionally do a Maundy Thursday service. That Maundy from the Latin mandatum, or command. Jesus commanded his disciples that we should love one another as he has loved us. And he defined that night with his foot washing and saying that he came not to be served, but to serve. And so he has commanded us to serve one another as he has served us. So we remember that. It's also the night when Jesus instituted the Lord's Supper. So we will be sharing communion with one another. Now, how do you do that? Well, actually, we're going to do something a little different, and that is Pat and I will be leading you in how to serve communion at your own home. For those of you who are a little concerned about some of the theology, there'll be a resource online that will kind of step through some of that for you. But the fact is that Jesus instituted his Lord's Supper, do this in remembrance of me, as part of the Passover meal. The Passover meal was never celebrated in synagogues. It was not celebrated in the temple. It was always celebrated in homes. And the head of the household was the one who is supposed to lead through that process to remember God's salvation for them at Passover. Jesus commanded us to do this in remembrance of him, and we think that it is very fitting, actually, to be able for us all to do that. So whoever's the head of your household, if you would like to, we'll have instructions. You can get them off the website of how to prepare those elements, and we'll walk through that together on Maundy Thursday. So invite you to join us for that, whether you want to do the communion at your house or not. Certainly invite you to join us that evening. We'll also be taking an offering that evening, and the offering on Maundy Thursday will be going specifically into our benevolence fund and helping people through these difficult times that need that special help. So that's what the offering will be for on Maundy Thursday. One of our other traditions during Holy Week is Flower Cross. Now, the Flower Cross is where we take a cross and add flowers to that. The cross was obviously an instrument of torture and death. That's what the Romans intended it to be. It was supposed to be a great example. Pay attention to us, or we will kill you like this. So it was an instrument of torture and death, and yet it turns out to be the instrument of our salvation, where God was willing to let Jesus pay that price for us that we couldn't afford to pay for ourselves, and then defeated sin and death by raising him on Easter Sunday. And so the cross, which was an instrument of torture and death, turns out to be a great symbol of the incredible love that God has for us and for our salvation. So we decorate it with flowers, because what would have been a horrible thing on Good Friday if it had ended there, in fact, is the best news of all on Easter Sunday morning. So we can't, usually we have that there and people bring some flowers on Easter Sunday morning. So we invite you, if you'd like to, drive by in your car on Saturday between the hours of 1 and 4, and we will have somebody there to take flowers if you bring them, and we will put them on the flower cross. Then we will take that in for Sunday morning to have that be able to be in as part of the service. And after the service, then we'll take that flower cross back outside and place outside. If you would like to come by after the service with your family and social distancing, take pictures in front of the flower cross, we invite you to do that on this Easter. maybe some people are saying, why are you bothering with all of this? Because Easter is the most important event in all of human history. It changes everything for us forever, and it is worth every effort to celebrate that and proclaim that good news. As a result, one of the other things that we've come up with, I have to admit the idea wasn't new to us, but somebody else suggested this. We thought this would be great. If you would like to send a picture, a headshot of yourself or of each person in your family, or a group photo of your family, if you will send that to Cindy King, at cking, CKING, at winwoodpc.org. Send us a picture, and we will print that out on a piece of paper, and we're going to tape them to the chairs. So you can virtually be in the service, and then I will have something to look at other than just empty chairs. Just trying to enjoy and express the joy that we have. So if you can do that before Friday, we will be happy to print those out and put there, and we will. You can be represented in the worship center even while you are safe in your homes, deciding whether you're going to celebrate Easter in the family room or in the living room. So just invite you to do that and celebrate with us. I think that's about all. These are certainly unusual times. And yet, this is a week that has been special in the life of the church from the very beginning. The time where, as Justin Early mentioned in his book, this story of salvation, human history, which is the story of salvation, his story, the story of God who created us and loved us enough to forgive us and redeem us and give us everlasting life through the work of Jesus Christ. This is good news. I hope you are having a good Holy Week, a safe Holy Week, and I encourage you to join us in every way you can to celebrate. Be safe. God bless.